war. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, Entertainment? So time comes to y'all with another recap. We talking Bad Boys episode, I think like 11. Y'all know I don't be knowing the numbers. Okay, y'all go see what I uploaded. All right, so we start off with Orlando sitting down with Mo City and Adonis. So Orlando comes in doing the Raven Simone song. And y'all know the song. Numb cakes. Y'all know that song. He comes in doing that song. And I wish, listen, we needed the right questions asked, but for legal purposes, they probably couldn't ask about Raven and, did you really, smash, which we know that's confirmed, but, just so we could hear it in more detail. But for legal purposes, I don't think they could talk about that. Okay, so Orlando and Adonis, they talk about Raz and how, they feel about Raz doing the most and if he should come back or not. And they feel like he's a danger to the cast. Like I said, Zeus, they took a big risk by letting him come up in there with that shank. Because what if Jonathan wasn't on guard and he would have got, shanked in his belly? Okay, his belly would have went flat had that had happened. So next thing we see Durell actually he comes back. Okay, person hand. He's like, so what's going on? I've seen some things on the blogs. Y'all niggas getting grimy, I say. What's say? So he comes in. Prince is happy as ever. Prince asks him immediately, how was his conjugal visit? Here's the thing. We as a community, the alphabet community, need to make up our minds. We need to either be comfortable with the fact that a nigga comfortable enough to ask stuff like this and not clown him for it. Because I'd rather a nigga like that than a nigga like Moolah, who is, wanting to ask those things, but he's scared because he doesn't want to look suspect. Okay, but I'm still gonna clown Prince. I like you though, Prince. Okay, but I was still clown you. I got to. It's my job. So he asked him how was his conjugal visit or whatever. And George was like, "Oh, you're wondering about how I got my cakes pounded? Oh, it was cakes by the pound. It was getting pounded over there in New Orleans. I mean, Louisiana. Yeah. So he's kind of going back and forth with Prince or whatever. I will say though, even though I think Prince is comfortable with himself, I don't you feel me? I do think he has a low-key crush on Durell. And the reason why is I think Durell reminds him a lot of Bobby. Okay? It's giving Mr. Lights. Okay? Are you done with Bobby Lights? He wants some Mr. Lights. Because they both kind of talk deep like this. And it gives him Bobby vibes. That's why I think he takes a liking to Durell. What y'all think? Okay? So they tell Durell the story. Mind you, D leaves out the most important part, which is, Raz coming out with the shake. He sort of forgets about that, which I'm like, that's what was the most important. If you was the shake. So Prince tells the story afterwards. He's like, oh, he brought out a shank or whatever. He brought out a knife. Yeah, he tried to unalive us. This is crazy, Durell. Like, no. Mind you, the whole time. Listen, you know what I've noticed the past few episodes? Banger want to go home. The real Banger. He wants to go home because he's sitting on that couch like, can you motherfuckers wrap this scene up, motherfucker? He just sit. I'm like, you want to go home, don't you, Banger? Banger is over it. Like, he's like, cut scene, I want to go. I'm sick of you motherfuckers. He's sick of it. I'm sick of this season 10. Okay? Let's wrap this season 10. I'm sick of it too, Banger. I really am. I just peeped that because, you see him sitting on the couch and he just looked irritated. Like, he looked very irritated. You know how Banger say irritated? He looked very irritated. So, they start to kind of talk about planning Jonathan's birthday. D's like, oh, so since we always exclude you, Banger, we're gonna make you part of the birthday. You feel me? Like, we're gonna make you part of the birthday. You want to be part of the birthday? So Bangs just like, okay, I'll do it. So they start planning his birthday. Jonathan's birthday is coming up. They are in Dallas, so they want to make sure that they do him a big one. One thing about it, though, I realized this episode, Jonathan is going to always be mother. to this cast. So I don't think he should come back next season. He needs to step behind the camera. If Natalie was smart, this is what I would do if I were you, Nat. Okay? I know you'd be watching low key, you just don't admit it early. I think you should still keep your executive producer role because you came up with the show. Came up with it. Come on, you Chin. But make Jonathan have a lot of positioning as a producer next season and make him step behind the camera. I don't think he should be on camera next season. They respect him too much. He's too light. I know that sounds crazy and haterish, but like he needs to be behind the camera, like executive producing the show, co-executive producer. So that way, Natalie, you could start and create another franchise. Okay. Bad after lockup. Okay. Bad boys that getting out of jail trying to fix their life, and then co-host it with Orlando. How about that? All right. See, I'll just give free concepts, baby. So, right. They're about to leave the room, so Durell gives Prince a purse. Like Durell's like, Durell goes, hold my purse. You hold my purse, nigga. And then Prince is like, suck my, basically saying suck his eggplant. Child. The way he said it, he wanted it. I'm sorry. Okay. I know Durell wants to suck on it like an icy pop. I just know. I just know it, Durell. You will just suck on it like an icy pop. I just see it. It's all in your eyes. Okay. So they get on the bus and they start talking about visiting each other after the show, and Durell starts even making fun of Carrie on. Carrie's just like, no, like I'm gonna really visit niggas because like I was in jail for 3 months. I forgot that he was in jail for that long. Like Durell was in jail for a minute. Like he really was. That's not talked about enough. He probably still has a lot of trauma from that. So they start talking about their jail experiences. Durell goes, the last time I was locked up, I was in the jail with a bunch of fine niggas. I almost dropped on my knees, and it wasn't for the soap. I'm just saying. So he wanted to stay in there because he's seen a whole bunch of fine niggas. Prince, of course, we know, been in jail. Orlando been in jail. A lot of them been in jail. Mo says he's been to jail. Now this, I don't agree. I don't think this is true. Mo's a follower. So I think he's saying this just to fit in. We're not talking about this type of jail, Mo, okay? We're not talking about the kinky type of jail. Those aren't the type of handcuffs we're talking about. You and 4 need to take that elsewhere. That's not the type of kink we're talking about. We're talking about real jail, okay? Anyways, they start to get into an argument. Mo starts to get into an argument with, not Mo, but Banya starts to get into an argument with Prince, because Prince says that jail is like, once the police takes you in and the holding cell, like you in jail or whatever. Here's the thing. They do have holding cells in police stations, but Ara was talking about it in the sense of getting booked. So yes, you went to jail, Ara, but jail and booking are different. But Ara, you was in jail, and it's okay? Prince is like, that's jail, bitch. Ara's just like, no, motherfucker. That's getting held up. I got held up, nigga. No, nigga. Like, Ara was just getting hot. I think that Prince and Ara could never get along. I don't feel like their personalities mesh. I think Prince kind of picks on Ara because he sees him as like the oddball out, but little does he know that, Ara has an oddball fist that could really knock him upside his head. That would be a really good fight, to be honest. So yeah, I just feel like he kind of picks on him because he sees him like an easy target. Like the whole season, you kind of see that they don't really vibe. They don't really like each other like that. Like that's what you get. Okay. So we're gonna see that play out at the reunion, of course. And then they get to the house and they have a HGTV argument over rooms. Which I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of that. Nobody cares about that, Zeus. Stop. Okay. So Mo ends up picking his room. Child, I don't know if he had the DL flashback or what, but he was banging the pillow and he was punching it. I'm like, I know you don't do that to your girlie. That was suspicious. Cardi B, that was suspicious. I'm just saying. Okay, so Durell ends up making a room change and forces Adonis and Carry On in a room. See, this is where Natalie, you kind of mess up. if y'all want a real drama, stop casting people. It's one thing y'all cast people that are known, right? Now y'all casting people that are known that know each other. So they're gonna have more grace. Let that have been two strangers, they would have been fighting. So y'all would have got more bang out of your buck by casting strangers than people that know each other. Because Adonis, he didn't snap or anything on Durell from at least from what we were shown. Had that have been two strangers, I'm telling you, they would have been fighting because he took his stuff and literally took it out the room, motherfucker. I'm just saying that could have caused a real fight. So y'all need to start casting like unknown people, like a banger, like a Big Lose. Like y'all need to start casting unknown people, like an Adonis. But if they know somebody on the cast, I don't think that's good because it's like, especially if they get along with that person, like that's just gonna create them not wanting to say or do certain things to each other. That's just what I think. So they picked Jonathan's room, and Prince, you've been hanging around Bobby too long, okay? Because Prince is like, oh, Jonathan's bathroom is sickening. It's sickening. I'm like, yeah, it's what?
I am what? Sickening. You could.
I am what?
I am what? Sickening. You could
never be that type of girl because you are not that kind of girl. Listen, you've been hanging around Bobby too long, girl. You don't pick up the lingo, which ain't nothing wrong with that. It's kind of cute. But you don't pick up the lingo. Look at you. When he said that, I gagged. I gagged. So I will say though, like I said, they treat Jonathan like the queen, okay? Jonathan is in charge of the girls. Who's in charge of the girls? Jonathan's in charge of the girls. He really is, okay? They should have played I Am Your Queen to Be when he walked up in that room, to be honest. So they do like a big surprise in his room for his birthday, and they bring out like a cake, and they walk in, they're like, surprise. I never had that done to me before. I would literally bawl in tears if if that was ever done to me. So they bring out like a small cake, and then they start smashing everywhere. Banger left that room so quick. Banger, do you got secret holes and portals through the room? Because when you're not here for something, we just see Banger leave. We don't even see a glimpse of him. Like for the football game, he in the room, he just be gone. So they start smashing cake in each other's faces or whatever. Durell tries to leave the room, but he ends up doing a Baton Rouge shuffle and starts falling to the floor. He ends up falling, which was hilarious. Okay. And then after that, they try to figure out what to do for Jonathan's birthday for his club hosting that night because they're in Dallas, whatever it is, Jonathan City. And they want to figure out how much they're going to charge people at the door, so on and so forth. So Orlando, after this, talks to Jonathan about Raz. Okay, he wants to talk to him about Raz. So he's like, oh, like, you feel me? Like, I just think that, you should make up with him. At least you having some sort of loyalty, Orlando, because you're the one that, I'm not saying you put him in that position because he did pull out a shank, but you started the domino effect of people kind of turning on him with you snitching on your friend for clout and views. Okay? So if I was Romance, which if y'all don't know, that's Raz's brother. Hi, Romance. Romance B, I would feel some type of way. Right? Okay? So Mr. Romance, you should pop up at the reunion and don't let Raz go by himself because Orlando don't got his back like that. That bitch not your friend. In my Johnson Hernandez voice. He's not. Okay? So he's talking to Jonathan. So he's telling him, oh, you should be calm or whatever. Jonathan at this point kind of seems over it and that he doesn't want to beat up Raz B no more because he's done enough damage. So Raz B comes in looking like the mummy. So, he got the yellow mummy wrap all around his face because, he done got not left, right, and center, everywhere but loose. So he got bruises, scratches, pimples, and more all across his face. So he had to come up in there and, apologize to the queen. Okay, apologize, respect the queen when you see her. That's what Jonathan basically was saying in that kitchen. So he's just like, oh, I'm really sorry, nigga. Like, I shouldn't have put a shank, nigga. Like, that was like crazy, nigga. But it's like, you cool, you feel me? Like, I don't want to hold grudge. You don't want to hold grudges. Like, I just think we should be cool, nigga. Like, I'm sorry, nigga. So they end up making peace. Jonathan's like, oh, he don't want no pressure because I popped him in his eye. He had that one wonky eye. Okay, so they end up making up, and they're doing like a little get together at Jonathan's business. Which, listen, everybody that's winning out this show is Jonathan, because he getting promotion for his business. He getting promotion for his truck. He's being a queen of the show. Like, Jonathan really is that girl when it comes to Bad Boys. Like, he's winning tonight. Like, he really is. So Jonathan says, hey, but you got to talk to the Bad Boys because, like, I forgave you, but they might not. Okay? And you're just not that sickening.
I am what? Sickening. You could.
I'm like, so he gathers all the boys. And it's funny. Jonathan goes, oh, baddies. They might as well come downstairs, okay? Baddie shot a clock. And they all come running down the stairs. So they all come running down the stairs or whatever. And, Razby comes out with the mummy suit again. And then it kind of like ends off there. And they're kind of, I guess, waiting for his apology or whatever, okay? Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Seems like I think next week is the finale. Thank God, okay? This series, like I said, I feel like this season was better than the first. But I think towards the ending of the season, it kind of died down a little bit. And I feel like it's because of the people that they casted. I feel like, one, they should have just not only brought in Adonis, they should have brought in another person too that was unknown. Like, nobody on the cast knew them. That was not scared to start drama. Like, I feel like Zeus, y'all be so scared to take chances on people y'all don't know, and that's where y'all falling short. Stop casting all these social media people, because some of them, they're not hungry. They're not hungry. They already have a little bit of clout. So y'all just up in their clout. When you got these people that ain't got no social media followers, that will literally do anything to get the clout. So that's where y'all fucking up. Real shit. Let me know what y'all think about this episode, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.